everybody.
Happy Saturday.
Welcome to January.
Hang on, 28. I had to look at my watch.
Day 28 of World Carnivore Month and what we ate in a day. Today is going to be a little bit different for us. We're on our way to Orlando to go to the Florida Flute Convention. I'm really excited. We're not spending the night. It's just a one-day thing.
Just up and back. 58 miles. It's not bad.
So it's about 7:45 and we are in the line to Starbucks to start off our day with a coffee. I'm
going to do the shaken espresso again with heavy cream, no classic syrup for me. When you do
it's a little chilly for a cold coffee, but I have a lot lower chance of spilling it on this white sweater, so I'm doing a cold brew. So
awesome.
Come along, we'll show you everything we eat. I'm still trying to get used to my new glasses. It is absolutely bizarre to be able to see.
They look good though.
Yeah. I don't know why I look so washed out and pale in this early morning light. I promise my makeup isn't as bad as it looks.
You don't have a blush on you. I mean, it's...
I look so pale, but I'm trying out the new Warby Parkers today. I still don't really feel comfortable driving with them because everything is so surreal. So whenever I'm a passenger, I wear them to get used to them. And also, I want to show you this. I bought the Whiten brand off Amazon, the cheapest barefoot shoes that they make. I'm trying those out today also. They're actually really comfortable, but they're made of like a canvas material, so definitely wouldn't, resist water very well, I don't think. But I'm going to try these out.
Should be easy to clean though.
Yeah, I'm going to try these out since I'm going to be on my feet all day and let you know what I think of them too. It's a little after 1 o'clock. We were there for about 4 hours. Had a really good time, and I saw everything on the showroom floor twice. And I realized I was at that point where if I didn't get out, I was going to end up buying something I don't need and can't afford. Fun fact, yesterday evening, we were watching TV, and I get a text message from my bank asking if I have made a total of 5 purchases on Lowes.com for over $800 each, which of course I had not. So I had to report my credit card stolen and, have it canceled and have them reissue me another one, and then phone call with the bank and all that. So I thought it was kind of serendipitously perfect timing that my credit card has to be canceled the night before I get to come to the Flute Center to the Flute Convention, because believe you me, I saw a lot of things there I wanted, but there wasn't anything there I needed. So we got to sit in on a master class for high school kids. I did not film any of it. I wouldn't have felt right about filming kids, but it was about an hour and a half of a master class with Nancy Clueller, and it was fantastic. I learned so much. I was so impressed by those kids because they are so much better than I will ever be. And I was really excited to kind of bum some knowledge off of them. And we sat through some rehearsals for a flute choir, which I was excited to hear just a bunch of flutes playing together.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it was all. And first thing this morning, we went to a physical therapy class on how to stretch out and prevent injury from playing the flute. That was much more educational than I thought it was going to be, and I learned a lot. Got hooked up with a YouTube channel that shows you some good exercises
because of all the asymmetry where you're holding.
Yeah, about how asymmetrical a flute is to hold it, and why we all get pain in behind our left shoulder blade. I actually enjoyed that class so much more than I thought I would, and then
agreed. Yeah,
got to walk around looking at all these gold flutes, and I didn't touch or play any of them. I don't really feel right about that since I'm not in the market to buy one. I don't feel like I should be auditioning flutes that I'm not in the market to buy, but it was really inspiring to hear all these flute players and see all these gorgeous flutes. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars of flutes in one place. It's wild to me.
I'm sure, and
see.
being around people that are just as passionate about the flute as you are.
I know.
Yeah.
So I had an absolutely great time. I took some footage, which I will put in here, but for the most part, I didn't feel good about recording people who were playing, or certainly not any of the high schoolers or anything. So I just got a few little clips of some gorgeous flutes. But now we are starving. We have dinner reservations for 4 o'clock, and we're going to rock up about 3 hours early to Firebirds. We wanted to go to one of the steakhouses where we went back in October when we were here in Orlando, but they all were booked up today, so Firebirds was our only option, and we're big Firebirds fans. We love Firebirds.
Yeah.
So we're going to see if they can take us 2.5 hours early. We are really hungry. It's been
we've not had anything. We
haven't
didn't have
eaten
any
anything.
breakfast to show them. So.
I thought I'd eat breakfast this morning, but did not have time when I woke up. So there was no breakfast, and I didn't want to do the egg bites at Starbucks because I'm really trying not to do those. So off to Firebirds we go. We'll show you what we eat when we get there. Quick change of plans.
Spoiler alert.
We did not realize it's our bad. We did not realize Firebirds does not have their dinner menu until 4 p.m. and we were not planning to eat this early, but at 2 o'clock they are still doing brunch. So we decided to do a snack instead. We're big fans of their deviled eggs. I gave Michael all my jalapenos, but their bacon is the best bacon on top of deviled eggs of anywhere. So
it is. It definitely
we each had
is.
an order that was 3 eggs each. 6, but 3 deviled eggs each. And we decided unfortunately, we're going to have to blast all the way across town, and we're going to...
we were going to end the journey at Disney Springs, but there is a steakhouse that we love that we just discovered
on my birthday.
We just
in
got
October.
to eat there, on Julie's birthday. The boathouse.
The boathouse.
And
we had already checked there several times this week for reservations, but we weren't looking until 4 or 5 p.m. So we didn't even think about checking when we left the flute convention. But when we got to Firebirds and realized it was just the brunch menu,
Julie said, just look
at Boathouse and see what they've got. And they have a 2:45. We're going to make it there by 2:40 if all is well with Orlando traffic. So I'm going to call them and let them know there's a chance we may be a little bit late, because I don't want to, I don't want them to think we're...
But I will say, I'm glad we got to eat the deviled eggs. That's half of the reason why we wanted to come to Firebirds.
We love Firebirds, and Firebirds dinner menu is a carnivore's dream. It's so good, but they didn't have prime rib at all at 2 o'clock. I don't blame them, but they don't serve it this early, and
we just forgot. Honestly.
All the steaks are smaller portions, and most steakhouses, including Firebirds, I've asked in the past, most steakhouses will cut you the bigger size if you are, willing to upcharge for it. But we just decided we'd rather go to Boathouse, so off we go.
Let's go. Again, it is 5:50. We are leaving Disney Springs now. You can see it's starting to get a little bit dark. It's starting to get cooler again. It warmed up for like 30 minutes it felt like today. It reminded us of a Charlotte overcasty day, but the temperature was a lot warmer than what it would be in North Carolina. But Orlando was cooler than where we came from this morning. So we decided at the last minute, when you saw us a few hours ago, to come to Disney Springs to eat at the Boathouse. The Boathouse is a restaurant Julie and I tried for the first time for her birthday. And today we decided to go back and each try a different cut of meat. So I had the New York strip, that was 14 ounces. And Julie had a boneless ribeye. That was, did you get the 20 ounce? What was yours?
It was either 12
17?
or 14.
Oh, okay.
I forgot what she said it was.
And we did not want sides. Julie and I tried a béarnaise sauce for the first time ever. Didn't realize it was, I loved it, first of all. The first thoughts, I loved it, but I didn't realize that it was served room temp. So that was an adjustment I had to get to. And then we looked it up before we ordered it, and it was like white vinegar and egg yolk and heavy whipping cream, and we're thinking, yeah, that's right down
all the
our
things
alley.
we like.
That's okay, we can do that. So I had my steak Oscar style, which came with béarnaise and lump crab meat and asparagus, and I asked for it on the side, thankfully, because that allowed me to have the asparagus and the crab in one plate and the béarnaise in another. So I got to pick out just the lump crab meat. And Julie tried a little bit of it too.
Crab meat was so good.
Excellent meal. It was one of the best steaks I've had.
How delicious the rolls are they put on the plate, on the table, but I didn't have a single bite of them.
In just a second.
When we came here on my birthday, we tried the rolls, and we also potatoes come on the side of your steak. 3 little new potatoes.
Yeah.
Even though it's an a la carte steakhouse, I was surprised that it came. I would have asked them to hold those.
Yeah.
So we didn't need any of the new potatoes or the asparagus or the rolls. But I know that it's a very filling meal.
Their specialty is a giant sweet potato with salmon butter, which we did order on Julie's birthday and try some of it. But I just wanted to say a second ago, we try not to just order a side for the sake of ordering sides so people don't look at us, because we absolutely do not like wasting food. So had we known that those
just
potatoes
like when we went out to
be...
Squid Lips with our friends the other night, we would have said, hold the lettuce, hold the pickle.
Yeah.
Sorry, not the pickle. Hold the lettuce, hold the potato chips, hold all of those things. When I tell you to hold the bun on my hamburger and I tell you what to put on top of my hamburger, I usually assume I'm just getting the meat and what I asked for. I always forget if there's going to be lettuce or tomato. But
so we didn't know those potatoes came. For whatever reason, we had forgotten from the last time. But we did eat the butter. They always look at us very weird when they
they bring bread and butter, and then when they're cleaning up the table, they usually ask if we didn't like the bread, and we're like, we don't know, we didn't try it.
Yeah, I'm sure
but
we
the butter
probably
is
would
gone,
have.
and they always notice.
Yeah. So,
there was a seasoned salt on the table that we love, so we coated the butter in the seasoned salt, and
with only salt and spices, no additives, because you have to watch those now with your spices, just like you do everything else. But it was one of the top steaks that I've ever had, and my favorite cut is a New York strip. Julie, though, has gotten into eating other cuts, fattier cuts of meat.
Got you into eating fatty.
Yeah, meat. I'm sorry. Yeah, I got me into that.
Fatty cuts.
But for whatever reason today, I had the ribeye the last time, which was before you guys saw us. But this time, I was just filling a New York strip, and I asked them how many ounces, and it was as close to a pound as I could get. And so I was like, "Yeah, give me that," and it was terrific. I think if you could hear me on that earlier video, I like my New York strip to be crispy enough on the outside, almost charred, to where when I cut through it, I can hear it, and it almost crunches in my mouth. And this was just absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Medium. Did you get yours rare? What temperature? Okay.
I always ask for it as rare as they will cook it.
Legally make it, like she'll tell them. You can walk it by it.
This is our new favorite steakhouse. I know it's way out of the way. We don't go here a lot. But I said, Michael, anytime we have a birthday, something to celebrate, special occasion, this is where I want. For starters, I absolutely love an a la carte steakhouse. I like
Yeah.
not being pigeonholed into having to pick a side, because there's never, ever a side that a carnivore can eat, ever. And if there is, it's going to be one of the upcharged sides anyway.
For sure, premium, yeah.
Like shrimp or something. So I love an a la carte steakhouse. And then I think it tells you right at the top of the menu that all of their steaks are grass-fed. And so,
From Australia.
you know, you would expect that in a high-end steakhouse, but it's nice that they present it to you up front.
They're such nice people, too. That was another
Yeah.
thing that I thought. The last girl we talked with, the last time we were there, we were talking, trading pictures of our dogs, and just all about
She
our
brought
personal
me
life and her personal life.
last time when we were here on my birthday, she brought me my bone back to me in a little
That's
to-go
right, I
doggy
forgot.
box for my dog at home.
Yeah.
It's such a great atmosphere, a great
And it's on the
vibe.
water, so you have a really nice
It's a little
view.
pricey, but you get what you pay for. The food is amazing, the view is amazing, the service is great, everything is just wonderful.
I want to say, and I agree with you, it is a little pricey. However, there is a wide enough menu that if you did want to try,
Watch out, that guy's merging.
I see that, was that if you just wanted to try their burger, it's going to be the same price if you went to a Roadhouse or a Longhorn burger. So you, like Julie said, you do get what you pay for. And if you were wanting that steak, hey, there were a lot more expensive cuts of meat than what we got that went up above $60 for just the meat. And same thing with they had a crab cake, which I was thinking about getting before I decided, no, I need more than that. I've not had anything to eat today. I need the steak. Well, I asked her, you know, is the Oscar style just crab, or is it a crab cake? No, it's just crab. Okay, so I decided to try that, which apparently it's like flash sauteed in butter. Like, that's all it is.
It's really good.
I didn't realize our lane was ending. Sorry, I'm trying to merge over here in Orlando traffic. Anybody that has experience with this knows that it can be a nightmare, and we're coming out of the Disney area.
Orlando traffic is no joke. We thought when we moved to Florida we'd be in Orlando all the time, and we're not even really big Disney people. We love Disney Springs. Been to the parks a few times in the course of being together 5 years, but we're not AP holders. We're not those people.
No.
But every time we come to Orlando, we have a really great time, and then it comes time to go home. The traffic is wild here.
What else? Another thing I liked was that they did have sparkling water on the
In
menu,
bottles.
and it
Plastic
was
bottles.
not like terribly overpriced. So I compare that there are some people that will turn their nose up at me probably to say that I'm spending money on sparkling water at a restaurant, when I would turn around and say it's a lot cheaper than an alcoholic drink. And with this one, it was really nice because they brought a large bottle, and for that
They
nice
brought
of a
you
place,
like
it
a
was.
wine glass, or what would you call that glass?
It was a wine glass
It's like
with
a wine
lime
glass
in
that
it.
had
It's
a
like,
lime, not a lemon, a lime.
Okay.
In it. That was really nice.
and poured it for me, and I'm like, we're not those types of people. You can see what we're wearing, but it's such a relaxed atmosphere, and everyone is so very nice. But that was a good experience. And then we walked around and looked at all the shops and smelled all the smells.
We were talking about that. We've been carnivore so long, but by carnivore so long, I mean strict so long, that I feel like we've kind of come to this place where we can walk past the Gideons or walk past the donut place and fully appreciate the smell of what is being cooked there, and the cookie dough, the popcorn, the donut batter.
Yeah.
We can inhale it and breathe it in and love the smell and appreciate it, but not have any desire to actually go in and eat it. At least I don't.
I think what I'll say for me is it's really, really been tamped down, when before, if I smelled it, and Julie now knows my family enough to know that I'm like my mom in a lot of ways, and this is that if I smell it and I think it looks or it smells good, well, let's go in and just try it, even if it's just a few bites to pass around. And there are times that Julie and I have done that in the past. What I will say is, where it might not be completely wiped out of that, that memory, that pleasure center in my brain, I also can walk by it now and not have regrets. Julie knows I love Disney's caramel chocolate dipped apples. I walked We did not even go over to it. They're at Goofy's Candy Company. Didn't go over there. And right now, am I kicking myself for not getting one? No. Am I bummed out that it's close to my birthday and I don't have anything? No. So it has changed me a lot in that aspect, but there's also moments when I'll tell Julie, man, a warm cinnamon roll right now, I would kill someone over. I'm not feeling that right now, but I'm saying I do have those moments in the day. So, like Jules said, we talked tonight about what does the year look like for us, because we've told you before, we will not alienate ourselves or our family from us to either pull them in to eat the way we eat when we see them, or necessarily vice versa. We're going to have a good medium when we do see friends and family. And so I was actually talking to her tonight about...
When we say friends and family, we mean friends and family back home.
Oh, yeah.
The friends that we have down here in Florida, we've set the standard going forward. That this is how we eat.
They know, exactly.
They know. They don't think we're weird, or if they do, they don't judge. Or
they don't talk about it in front of our face.
They never try to put us in situations where it's uncomfortable for us to eat the way we intend to eat. But when we go back home, which is maybe every month,
I will say
we make conscious plans and decisions for those
before
days.
we ever leave, we talk about, okay, what are we going to do? So we don't make it awkward for anyone, and so no one thinks that... Again,
I already know when I see my best friend, she will have either brownies or cinnamon rolls. And she has the best brownies and cinnamon rolls I've ever had in my whole life. She'll either have one or the other in the freezer waiting, because she knows how much Michael and I love them. And I already know when I see her, I'm going to eat one because she made them for me, and they're her love language.
And
that's how she shows me she loves me.
We mean she's made the yeast with the bread and to rise the dough and to let it sit overnight and to homemade so we are not going to. We would never
turn down a situation where someone back home that we have gone home to visit would feel like we were putting restrictions on.
I don't even know how. I would feel so bad because because I know this person now, because it was Julie's childhood friend, but now I know her well enough to know that she would start questioning herself, like, did she do something wrong? Because every time I have seen her from the time I've met her and learned that she loved to cook, and she makes her own kombucha as well, that I loved to eat it. So for me to come back and all of a sudden...
Every time I'm around her, I'm like, God, I wish I could cook like my best friend. And then after I've eaten her food, I'm like, thank God I can't cook like my best friend.
No, goodness.
I struggle to make the basics. As you've probably seen, I'm not creative.
No, that's not true. Stop.
But, man, she's a good cook. And we'll be seeing my grandma the next time we go home. And I always have an ice cream or some kind of dessert with my grandma.
She loves ice cream.
My grandma won't be here forever, but I will always remember the times that I got to spend with her. So
that's right.
We haven't really figured out what 2023 looks like for us moving forward. This is the longest that we've ever been in ketosis.
Straight.
We've been carnivores for a year, 5 to 6 days a week, but that means we weren't in ketosis often or for very long because we were having the occasional cheat day, and we put ourselves through this challenge of the World Carnivore Month to see how does it feel to get in ketosis and stay that way.
Yeah.
So now we've been in ketosis for 4 weeks. Today is the 28th, and we actually started a few days we thought we were going to ease into it. We actually went cold turkey on Christmas Eve, the 24th. So for us, it's 5 weeks of being very strict, minus a couple bacon wrap dates we had before the new year, which probably didn't
realize how much sugar they had in.
Bacon wrap dates was our New Year's Eve meal before we started this series. But anyway, all of that to say, we haven't really figured out what February looks like yet, but we are feeling so good with January.
And that's why I had no expectation to cheat tonight, and maybe not actually on my birthday day, just simply because I know that we're going back into Charlotte next week. And I don't know what that looks like yet, and I don't want to put expectations on what that looks like because I don't want to disappoint anyone we're around, and I don't want us to be disappointed if we were to cheat tonight and then get there and start cheating again, which is what would happen because we wouldn't turn our nose up to something that someone put in front of us, our friends and family. So, anyway, we're trying to figure that part of it out. But tonight's dinner was great. I would have loved to have sat down and had the deviled eggs and the steak at the boathouse. Oh my gosh, that would have been amazing.
Running all the way across town 2 times.
No, it's okay.
It was worth it. It was worth it.
It was worth it.
I don't regret it. I might not do it that way if I had it to do over again.
Right.
But I would give Boathouse or Boat Right.
The Boathouse.
I would give the Boathouse a 12 out of 10. Fell in love with it on my birthday. I think it might be the best steak I've ever had in my life. And they don't even have prime rib on the menu, which is my favorite steak. They have ribeye and sirloin and everything else, but my favorite steak isn't even on the menu, and I'd still choose that steakhouse over.
You know, Firebirds tried to get Julie to stay. They told her that they would bring her some prime rib out.
But once I realized we're going to Disney Springs and there is a reservation, so we won't have to wait in line, we were like, no, we're going to do appetizers here, Firebirds and Bates.
I thought we might cave, but Julie told her straight 3 times, no, just bring the check. We're okay.
That was nice about it.
You were, but I'm saying.
Disappointed we were leaving, and I was trying very hard to tell her, you know, I'm still paying for these eggs. Like, I'll tip you these eggs.
We engulfed the eggs.
Yeah, had a great time.
But
really
I'm
great
looking forward to a booch when we get back. We're supposed to be back around 7, so we'll pick up little abadoos.
She's staying at her friend Michelle's house, who's babysitting her for the day, so we could have a big day out.
Her extra grandma in Florida, her Florida grandma.
Yeah. So we got about
what? 60. It says 67
about
miles.
An hour drive back to Melbourne.
Yeah, we just made it to the airport. We're 58 miles, or sorry, just past the airport. We're 58 miles when we get to the airport. So, yeah, we're coming up on where we had the convention this morning. And yeah, just heading back in. It's 68 degrees. It's a nice night. Hopefully the rain will stay off. Seems to always rain when we're in Orlando.
Always. Every time we come to Orlando, every single time.
For whatever reason.
It either gets overcasty or rains or both.
Just a cloud burst. If nothing else, it'll be a cloud burst. But yeah, that I guess that's it for this section of the
I am ready to get home.
Daily vlog.
Yeah.
But we'll be back when we get settled in, get us a kombucha, find us something to watch.
Okay. We're going to drive safe. See you in a minute.
Ooh, back one more time for this evening. We've got the little pup back with us. An itchy pup. We are having our kombucha. Julie's actually making a pot of kombucha right now.
Saturday is kombucha day around here.
Yeah, it's right at 8 o'clock. And we're just going to kind of be couch potatoes for
watch some YouTube.
The rest of the evening.
Work on today's vlog real quick. Get
that up for you this evening, hopefully. And what else? Anything else? We hope you had a great day. We had a great day. One more day in the books of Carnivore. 28th.
Today we ate good.
Today we ate good. Yeah. So we'll start it all over again tomorrow. Hope you had a nice Saturday. Yes.
Happy World Carnivore Month, day 28, guys.
We'll see you again tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.